The Victorinox Swiss Army EcoLine Camper 2 and Sportsman 2. Hello, my friends. Thanks for checking the video out. I've been getting a lot of questions about these two models in particular because of the on and off again sales on Amazon.com here in the American market. For whatever reason, there's been some amazing opportunities lately to pick some of these up. And while the Camper 2 traditionally was around the $20 mark, I have personally picked up a few more recently. Not that I needed any more, but the price was so low, it was just a price that I couldn't refuse. And I've been able to pick a few up for under $13. In terms of the Sportsman 2, they typically hover between $15 and $17 normally, but I've been able to pick them up under $11. And those prices fluctuate, sometimes hourly, and I'm not sure why there's such a fluctuation in the prices, why sometimes they get so low, but it's a good thing for us. If we can catch them at that low point, it's a very good value. In fact, these two right now, in my opinion, and at these prices, represent probably the best value that Victorinox has to offer. With that being said, what's the difference? Well, the handle scales are different than their traditional models. These EcoLine models that are designated typically by the number 2 behind it have nylon scales with stamped logos, I guess if you want to call it that, or the stamped crest or shield of Victorinox, but they're stamped on and they can rub off over a period of time. It takes some work to get them off, but if you use your multi-tools on a regular basis, eventually it will wear off. But for most people, including myself, it's not a big deal. Now that's in contrast with the more expensive to manufacture polished ABS plastic scales that you find on the traditional line that has the inlay of their crest or shield, whatever, once again, their logo, but it's a metal inlay in that ABS plastic. So it's just a lot more expensive to do that. So that's what the deal is in terms of cost. But the crazy thing is that the texture is better on the EcoLine. You have a lot better texture, at least in my opinion it does. And because the EcoLine is made of this nylon, Victorinox says it's about 10 times stronger than the ABS plastic. So you're getting a more durable knife for less money. So it's a win-win all the way around, in my book at least. And I think, it probably is for most people. At least the people I've asked, they prefer the nylon scales over the polished ABS plastic. But for the purist and the traditionalist, they're not going to like it. And I have run into just a few people that are like, I don't like the nylon, I want the traditional ABS plastic. But with that being said, real quickly, you have the Sportsman 2 that's at 1.8 ounces, very lightweight, compared to the Camper 2 at 2.6 ounces. So there's definitely a noticeable weight. It's not a great difference, but enough of a difference so you'll kind of see it in your pocket. Also, the Camper 2 is 3.58 inches long compared to 3.25 inches for the Sportsman 2. So there's a difference there too. The Sportsman 2 is just a lot more of a pleasure, and it's easier to carry overall than I would have to say the Camper 2. And that's just a fact. It's because the Camper 2 is a 3-layered multi-tool versus the Sportsman 2, it's a 2-layered multi-tool, and there's just a lot more compactness. And so I would just have to recommend that you get several of each because they're both very good. And for the money, you can't go wrong on either one. So I EDC the Sportsman 2, and then I just take my Camper 2 out in the woods with me, and that's how I rotate them in my system. Real quickly, I just want to plug my new book, Project Readiness, How to Build the Perfect Readiness Kit. It's now available on Amazon. The link is in the description box. Thanks for your support.